Hello and welcome back to Wolf Friends Gaming. I'm Wolf, and today we're back with Valhalla, because we're so close to finishing this, I believe. Let's put it— oh! Ha! Got you again. Yo, kid's looking for you. Oh, shit. Norma. Ah, Norma. Phew. Dang it! You're back! Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, say it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew, she thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, first, by not letting me drink that whole thing, you don't let me get home smelling of alcohol. I mean, even though you served me the alcohol. Oh, but when I do it, you get all suspicious. Not now. I kind of fixed my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me. That's good. Sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather, and the clothing I'm wearing is not that helpful right now. And today I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And, well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear it. And, well, I want to thank you for that. That's good. So I just rushed headfirst into my original plan. I think, yeah, they would have gotten way worse than you probably think. So thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Joe, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a bleeding Jane. I forgot. Because I didn't keep her from getting distracted, this happens. Thanks. Hey, Joe, do you hate— yes. Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. Also, if you hear any background noise other than me or the music, it's trash. It's trash day / garbage day. And why can I? You're the main character, dunno. What are you? A cute girl. Right. Yeah, it turns out she's not a good— nah. What the— okay, that just came out of nowhere. You okay, Joe? I'm making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Can you give me a hand here and serve a beer? Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? What? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. What the— you changed the layout! Can't see anything. You sure? Yup. Weird. Nobody expects the Dorth Inquisition! Dorth Inquisition, Dorth Inquisition, Dorth Inquisition. Ouch! I busy made that. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey! Ah, hey, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Thanks. Oh, yeah, before you leave. What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be here then. Also, I got a new keyboard, because my laptop one I've beaten too many times because CSGO and League of Legends are very stressful games. Well, I've got things to do, so you too. Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe, take care of Becky. Who's Becky? Who's Becky? Who's what? You said— I said nothing. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Well, I guess that's it for— wow. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. I need to change it back so I can— I mean, she's gone— oh, no! Where is it? There we go. Hey, Joe, mind if I ask you a silly question? You've seen my clients. You can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers get on my nerves, though. Sorry, what do you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Let's go a bit back first to the 1940s baby boomers. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some sort of anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romaneko Yamada treatment? Let's call it the cadification procedure, because that's easy. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stengovich. Is it Stengovich? Let's call him Stengovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got... Man, we're really learning about cat boomers late in the game. With early nanomachine rejection, Stengovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter to... Wow, okay. Of course, the experiment was a success. Thankfully, it wasn't like that friggin' dog thing in Full Metal Alchemist. The girl, Sylvia Stengovich, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the cadification procedure, even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media... Wow, that is terrible. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers. A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. Curse you, anime! Eventually, cat boomers just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like a cat and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. It still surprised me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no ears for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? I did. Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. Keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a cadification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait! What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stengovich. Eh. I just remembered Sylvia Stengovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there were some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? I mean, I'm like only a foot away. In any case, I'm out for the day. Hooray! No mistakes. All booze and no firecrackers make Dana a dull girl. Shouting difference. Jill bought what she wanted. Wait, what? BS, she bought what she wanted. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous. Hold to unlock. Okay, what's new on the augmented eye? BTC closing 40%. Okay. Wearing socks with sandals is something. Birthday streak. Okay. And there goes the phone. So, I'll be right back. And I'm back. So let's check the 40% of its bars. Oh, that's what BTC stands for. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City and looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation. Okay. We can't keep doing businesses like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings and we can't continue in the red. A PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. I make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't make more. Give me a break. Wait, what? Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. God be praised. First silly law I'm all in for. How dare you, Jill? I'd like to say what we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch, so as long as they adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's I can't believe they actually have a Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. What do you think? Should we, or should fashion police of high society decide for... Screw the fashion police. Goodbye, socks and sandals. I wear socks with sandals, so that's stupid that they're doing that. That bar called Valhalla. So I'm full myself? You are. Is that any good? I need a place to unwind after work. The greater sign work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is a neat. I don't know what a neat is. Just like me. Anyone Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. Also, never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? No, I just heard from the distance. So is that a no? Kind of, I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just want a place to cook. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Okay, sweet, so we might get some more business at the very least. Let's save, close the phone, and then, since I've bought everything, go to work. Thursday, December 29th. The new year is almost upon us. Good evening. I must search for the ghost girl. Keep it on this. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill. If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that? Well, you have the sweat drop now. Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? What? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages and he's just started opening up. But he's taking steps back and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. I mean, that's a smart idea. Just force him out there, if need be. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me, I still can't find Ghost Girl on this day, which I hate. Gil with a crush, huh? Who'da thunk it? This place, great. Oh, if it isn't, Kiramaki! Yes! Ah, finally you return. Hey Jill, sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. The door's open! Go ahead, the door to the left. Thanks. Brad Sheba, hello there! Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom! Wait, what's that dog doing in the bathroom? Mr. Don't worry, finally you come back! Oh, the hellhole, perfect! Hey kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, he remembered me after 2 weeks, that's amazing. His unusual drink, it's just beer, that's all he's been getting. This seems right. The baby's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. Well, they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. I mean, it's only Christmas and it's only the new year. Just come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces. That is smart. See, no different in my feed though. That's Donovan. I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? You know, because they're fake news. A shitty page that will over sensationalize anything and report useless things, like that old fake news site. Of course I know. And why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in a non-pleasant way. So Botsu Corp and company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh? Gotta see this hellhole is still in one place. The BC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug. Why wouldn't they close it? And last week, they closed 3 small bars that served as my gosh. Huh. Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Yeah. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright, kid, let's try a moon blast. Come again. Hey, even I'd take the break from the routine from time to time. That's a new one for him. Now let's see what the ruckus is all about. So... What brought you here other than stalking Kiramiki? Oh, I didn't see a Lilim coming in here. Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the encore coming up. Not really. But she jumped to the roof then. Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. Really, Mr. Donovan? Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why, though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits, also hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those king-class Chia models are, personally. And so you followed her. I bet I made a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilim isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight, or I'll explode. Not sure how you'll explode in what sense. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Here, he really looks for the cheap drinks, but also have the manly burning sensation. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Boss is such a fun person. I don't know why I said that weirdly. Her sister's a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. Piano woman, because it's 320 and that's the most expensive sweet drink. So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seemed like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a Wait, you are? What? Even Jill has the same reaction! It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but... I've been in a relationship with my producer. Wow, okay. That never really goes well. Really? We both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when we spend... Yes, and then it's also bound to break apart. But it all started when he read an entry I made on my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read, and I thought, sure, why not? And then school days happened. I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans. It doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? I probably don't. To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. I'm not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Something bitter but girly is fine too. Something oh boy. Well, I'm gonna cut out quite a bit here. Well, I found the only one that's bitter and girly, so I guess it's the closest thing I'll get. Yeah, this works. So, you're a king class of Chia, right? That I am. May I ask something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but I can't open my eyes right now. DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that or the resilience of the Detoids, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for parents, you could say. Can you open your eyes at the very least? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. Well, we always try to spice it up, like maybe something with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. So, you know the B-Link girls. Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. Really? Yeah, but Susie, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Also in the news, sex dolls with AI. Could be a real thing, not joking. Well, they wanted to pop out in public. They once told me if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. True, gotta divert away somehow. And so I took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs, or just depressed songs. Depressive song, whatever. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol, hate, and hate. True. Well, I've gotta go, but let's have a sparkle star first. Sparkling! Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, handsome bartender, nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back, I'll take my break. I'm gonna keep this. It's now safe to keep playing, because as we all know, the government is secretly watching us. Note to self, buy oil for that door. But first I need to find the ghost girl. Gil, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that, then. Right. Ah, Stella, you're back. The cat boomer. Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with the Bleeding Jane. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd never come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean and really clean. Gil's one, you can know that, too. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning stuff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Joel, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold? Yeah, what? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard of or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how's it a gold rush? You're probably gonna sell a lot in the black market. Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knight still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, they ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible. Yeah, then you can use them for military affairs. And of course, even single pieces of the armor yeah, of course, black market. It's a new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just open, so I'd say yes. I mean, the BC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case, though, and I'm yawning, which I hate. There's this guy named Jack, captain of Unique Blitzkrieg Corps. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. And what? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy was actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. It was one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. Yeah, you really do know a lot about this. It also helps put. Oh my gosh, I hate yawning. That just sounds familiar to you. Wait, here's a freebie, fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. Of course. Regulations, yeah, of course! Guess it means Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just often have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. Wow. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. Now, let's not start with theme parks, the like. Those are dystopias of their own. And again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just a front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp shows. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that cares. So he's just a distraction for people. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. No, seriously, Hen, what? Can I get a Brandini? Okay, what? I'm gonna look up Henshin heroes if they are a real thing. Thanks. And where is Ghost Girl? So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kiramiki Encore concert. Oh right, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being a really nice person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice. Yeah, of course you do. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, you may think that's what made her so famous quickly. Okay, yeah. Unlike Taylor Swift. I mean, you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he's actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Well, yeah, people like to deal with nice people a lot more than jerks or more aggressive people, depending upon how aggressive they are. But more importantly, Daddy? Man, do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. Well, yeah, because you don't have the eyes. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Sei and her wounds. Really? I was probably not about how she doesn't need to, shouldn't abuse. Yeah, you shouldn't. Hey, can you give me a classic drink? Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find something. Yeah, can I work as a bartender in your mansion? Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something that's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. Yeah. The Left has been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patent. If that is, patent would be in a database that someone could. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization, and no patent registry in their right mind would approve that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside. Yeah, that is terrible design. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it, though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. Yes. Every evil person with money has thought that ever. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this is what happens when money starts making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done some things we're not too proud of. But still, Oh, what the? Alma right after? No, hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom! Total anarchy! You're exaggerating, like Bill Murray in Ghostbusters. I am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me. Really, Alma? Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dream while I pondered weak and weary. Ah, gosh, I know that's Poe, but I can't remember which one it is. Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten. Oh, it's Lenore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor. Really? You're gonna go all... You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender, I did not. So you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Really, Joe? You have to go for the entire thing of Lenore. I don't think that's what it was called. No. It was. I think it was the Raven. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a great poem. Here you go. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. I mean, you're combining the supernatural/occult with science. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog! No evidence should be left! I can think of at least 6 different sources on top of my head that all have that stuff archived. Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? God, no. Give up on that whole cult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... brr. I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup to take care of yourself. So you have a pick. Oh god, you have a fucking pick! Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Really, Alma? Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check. Really? Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just used a search engine, you know. I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with the cultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths of old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. Well, of things we're not too proud of as adults. No, criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choice. Oh, so you're taking 6 and 9 as 2 different meanings. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten up things a bit. All of us should... Ah, that's hilarious, Jill. Here. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through... Yeah, you dig through mine, I dig through your past, of course. It's what friends do. Last long... romantic ones, I'm guessing. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. Broke up with him because he cheated on me. Remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's... Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We get along pretty well, we had awesome chemistry, I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he changed his mind. But as much as I loved him, that's one detail brought growing blah. I had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed in that blog. Yeah, now Alma really should publish it on the internet. Okay, that's a sudden question. Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation, then. I gladly said, wow. It's funny that you mentioned slapping me because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spent lots of money, lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid, okay. There's other utilities, like how I can interfere with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. Oh, that is awesome. Google Glasses, you should have been like that. And they're small, but okay. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident. Oh, jeez! One of those was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. We have cosmetic treatment and it can pass off his original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. That's actually pretty cool. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry, it sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. So I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Why? You just call me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it. Yeah, Anna's back. Now, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed as a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then act as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave them. See you tomorrow. See ya. Okay. Yep. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the outer girl left him like that, it seems. You think? Might have been a while he was out. True. Plus, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? Thankfully, we have the wrestling channel on. I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am. Why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade... What? What? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap, so it's not real at all. When you don't really expect the legal laws to be fixed in the ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... Yeah. No, seriously, 8th grade what? Well, you don't go around calling soap operas yes, you do. It's a show. It just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. Yeah, like when that person fought Chucky. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. No, wait, what? 8th grade, what? Well, Gil, I'm sorry about that. I feel like an adult. I have no... Oh, that's... Okay. So, I'm pretty sure that's achievement for paying everything on time. We have a roof over our heads for another month. Yay. And I only have $401. New Kiramiki blog. What is it? Wow, okay. The name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. The funny numbers and letters are just a code. There's a base of this cute small, but okay. I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourism hotspot. But sweethearts and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent her a video to her little sister. Drinks were very tasty, even though they weren't made of real alcohol. That's great. Anything new on the new Lulum regulations after the Great Earthquake? And okay, don't care about that. Let's save and hopefully we can finish this. Hopefully this game ends at like January 1st or some shit like that. So let's go to work. It's Friday, December 30th. The new year is upon us. Good evening, Ghost Girl. Where are you? Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Oh, hey, Joe. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort, I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get happy after they... Not all the time. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked! Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations. I haven't seen you this happy since... Well, never. Oh, streaming channel came back. Today's escapade will bring us to a familiar place and... Shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Not so fast, Flat Bartender. If that's even your... It's not. Why are there so many 8s? Too much clothing. Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Gemus Bath... What? Too much clothing. Hello, fellow youngsters. I'm going to the Kiramiki Encore concert. How do I Denko? Who dangers you? Do I have something in my face? This guy totally no doubt about it. That gleam in his eyes is unmistakable. Whatever, just keep it down. You're here. Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here. Oh, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. So, she just left. Okay, that was random. God. You're too happy and you're too happy and you're too mopey. What happened? I was right. That lore girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Say, that girl. I'm not here! Sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways, Betty was right and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. Oh, Betty. Woo! So the girl was actually infatuated with him. You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker. Holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to Gil, though, like I said, he seems lost in his thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a Bloom Light. Okay. So, Bloom Light and non-alcoholic. That's gonna be difficult. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember. Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, Tito Taylor, and shoes with the mouth open. What do you think, Jill? Like, it must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean about a piece of scrap. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Gil? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking on Cloud 9? What about? Sneaky, sneaky. I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her something, get to know her. Yeah, that's what you should always do. Get to know your partner. And then you lose nothing by... what? I just realized I'm giving love advice to a Lilum. So I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans and all but organs nowadays anyways. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt the way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella is a good catch if I do say so myself. But his face is so, like, non-organic. And like I said, humans and all but organs. You've surely encountered Lilum that you sometimes forget are not humans. Yeah, at least Dorothy looks like a human, but here you can actually see all the, like, screws and stuff. We live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's not going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilum, though. Well, Good City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilum integration, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. Find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Alright, Piano Man and Piano Woman. Yeah, now we reach a stalemate. I normally take the Piano Man, but I feel there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that, then? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers, you're mine! Mine! Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know. Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh, yeah. We're doing a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be here, Joe. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill. Please come. I'd love to go. Dang it, Streaming Jan! I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. Good. I totally forgot she was already here. Hey kids, wanna die? Man, well, bliss. A lot of merry meets. Still, I can't see how traffic spikes. Things can get fun here. And just like the last... What the heck? I just like that. Listen, I need to show you something fun. Give me something nasty. I'll try this. Since it says it's unbearable. Grizzly Temple. First time I'm pretty sure this is the first time this is the... Hold on. It was nasty. Oh, sweet. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my... You have a theme song? No, thank you. Don't be shy. Let me give you one. I mean it. No, thank you. Well, too late. It's already in your player. That can't... How in the ever-living fuck did you do that? Magic. That's bullshit. Video editing magic. You're just hacking the music player. Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like? Good question, where are the dogs? They either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know. Nothing about it. Maybe bosses donated money to this Sierra thing. And then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least know they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what'd you say? I was asking if there were any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know. Nor is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service. Yes, Anna! That's a big fat lie and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. Dang it, Anna! So, shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. I'm amazed with Streaming Chan coming here and Kira Miki coming here. There has not been a lot more traffic here. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us a story of who we fucked. He's so distracted that he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but there's no one to hear it! Well, Kiramiki came yesterday, again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe that she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, if I may interject. We've been listening, but of course she has. The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. They even took a pic with her. She did what? You know about this! You read the blog as well! Let's see. Why do I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy? But you sit there and she just comes waltzing over. She didn't come waltzing over. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number if she ever comes back. You let me know, you hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Well, if you want girl, let's go for the epitome of girly drinks. The Sugar Rush. Phew, let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. I don't think she did anything funny last time. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Except she was asleep. Are you hitting on me? I am not. But I'm kind of trying to get you to leave pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. What? Joe hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you're curious, right? About Fuckboy's partner. Wanna know who it was? Do you know? Maybe, maybe not. That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. It's nothing, really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe. In and out of voice, remember? Fuck! What? Who fucked? Aside from the guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. Oh, I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And once you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. Huh? But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Mind if I entertain you a bit, then? Boss? You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the Missy here. Oh, I'm kind of scared by that. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road right into a truck's grill. Grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. Okay, so we got a forced break. And I don't know what the boss is gonna do with little Misty over there. Want one? Nothing. Oh, great, just a talking segment. Dang it. Oh, I gotta text Mama. Boss, I want to Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She is sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy. I never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable. Yeah, that's completely normal. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative as long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography, and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No. Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it just feels weird. Well, that's what for the break. Let's go back. Oh, good. Oh, Gil, keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Shut up. Well, that was a short break, and that's good. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. That is a weird thought. What were you two doing back there? Dorothy! Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you really John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil, you're making it too obvious. How? Because you're constantly humming. What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. What? Nothing. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lulum tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter. Oh, that's neat. This is my personal specs, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235 times. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking out how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you could make a seismograph with them. Huh? Checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, you're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Nice. It's surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you, and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. Whenever I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you here right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. That's when I particularly feel cynical. You flatter me. So I've always thought about humans like nature's Lulums. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lulum managed to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle. So what should I take from this is, you love me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's again with that. Non-alcoholic sugar rush. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. Man, that go-go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Diddy? Diddy is too much of a prick, and Go-Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartender. Who the hell were those two? Well, I'll try, Joe. I'll be in my office. Cute little girl. Cam girl. Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Okay. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So what are you doing in my turf? Streaming Chan. Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not my of course it isn't. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Wow. Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mentioned it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico. I changed websites so the name felt a bit out of place, thus I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh, yeah. She loves us, she really loves us. Oh, yeah, I get it. At one point, I was going to call myself Dolores Hayes. But then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Ooh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for something comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See, you just need to say the right thing at the right time so she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get, you know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was going to send the draft to his lawyer, and it had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited for my VR model, and the contract became unreadable. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep, he cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld, even the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Unless they think the paper cuts all over his dick or punishment, yeah. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind it if you jack off an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. Literally. I've gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh? But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Of course. Yep, 2 big beers. Cheers! Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue on my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water, I wanted some underwater action too. What'd you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good. Yeah, of course it isn't. You tried chilling the cam a bit and putting it in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. We made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Doing some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. We also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all success, but it's also the last time I have sex on a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, felt like I was dying midway through it. The guy decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would have surely died. This guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex on a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his... I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. Of course. Let's be on a... Bye, Dorothy! You see, there was this mega Santa... Oh. I left. A pair made in hell. At least it looked like they're having fun. I'm not filming to watch something come through this. Yeah. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Wait, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place? Here, Jill. What's this? Oh, sweet. Today I got a taste of the kind of client you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Either I'm getting old or that girl was too much even for me. Sweet, I got the double bonus. Happy New Year. May all your wishes come true in a new, bountiful year filled with health and joy. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Yeah, fireworks and all that. Anything... Wow, nothing new for New Year's? That's amazing. So, as we got some time, let's go to work! Saturday, December 31st. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. I'll grab some food I've ordered. They've only agreed to work on New Year's if I want to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gaby, yeah. Back, everything will be alright. I can assure you I don't think you met Gaby. Drink something. Maybe that'll cheer you up. Good chat. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do... Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time for... Yeah. That's what actually, well, be the hard part. Because you've been running for so long. Boss man, give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gaby. I hope to God that Anna doesn't come. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Val. Hey. You talk first. No, well... Boy, it's really heartfelt. Even the music is suggesting that. So I'm going to turn the TV... There we go. Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do... That face looks more like anger than determination. Sorry. That's it? Really? You can't do this! Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. What the hell's with this music now? I can't even change the jukebox. It's so weird. Some days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I'll sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all these worries, after all these problems. Yeah, after everything, it's just a simple sorry. For what? For a fight? For not having all these years? Are you laughing? Sorry, I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time when she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and... Wow! And you were pissed about the lot. Yes. Well, that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she simply opened and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If Lenore was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. You told me that she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But when it's the heart, the organs are different. The condition, yeah. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since... Wow! How fun, though. I was angry for learning that she hid it. I know, right? How did she live so... She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every... Jeez! Yeah, of course it would. You're putting it in your friggin' heart! Something near her left breast wasn't a birthmark. Rejection was what ended up killing her? Nanomachine injection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed the shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood... Or maybe she just chose to stop taking them. She didn't seek from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd... No. She's going through DAB. First denial... She already went through anger, apparently. Yeah. Spent so much time hammering myself with what-ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? Then the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. Yes, you're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't... Right. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She have to get right. So let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we're to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we're to honor her, we'll do it together. Lenore's a fun-loving person, okay? I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then we thought it was just acid reflux. God, I even blamed her death on you. I was too angry, right. You didn't deserve that. Well, I mean, when you lose someone, of course you're going to be angry, and then you just lash out at the nearest thing. So I'm sure I'm not shot at you either, so... Let's just call all that water under the bridge. Sure. Of course I am. So how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger You... Reddit! Wow! Today I read a thread that discussed the bar. The description of the bartender sounded just like you. Oh, I read that one. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like dumbfounded. Hey, Joe, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Back then, I didn't know what to do with... Right. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. After you stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right there and then. And then after graduating, I've had a very good job after that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best way for me in my future, but I was livid. Why'd she get right? That feels like she went behind your back, kind of thing. Right. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get... Yeah, that's amazing. I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Well, she kept mentioning it. It feels like she was really pushing for it. Or teasing. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I didn't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide right. I mean, she really pushed it from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was particularly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? Okay. So that's where you stop. No. Right. It's not stopping love. It's fear that love will lead into some sort of control over one another. Right. And that's it. Just opportunity, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself and carefully about what to do next. So, same, although I'm not even in college. So what led you to fighting, huh? The word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blow. No, it doesn't. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. Could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but I kept pushing her. Should have kept quiet instead of letting my jokes take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped. Wow. We are quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You're supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating? No, it's not hate. You remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a Really? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? My sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid, dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? Right. And not in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I'll never get to speak to... Man, this is really hitting me in the feels. But moved on about you never had the courage to... Right. Like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. That's what siblings do. Yep. You love a person more when you miss them. Right. If she was fun here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you all the time. Same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? Yeah, let me get you a drink. You're not in college or anything, but let me get you drunk. I'll just go with the simple sugar rush because it's optional Carmotion and I don't want to get a child drunk. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me that now we both were meant, but we never got around to it. Can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at least make your rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gaby in your absence. I'll make sure Gaby grows into a fine woman just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey, want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, yeah. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot. Idiot. So, you everything. Wasn't I enough? Come, Jill, hug her. Hey Joe, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. Yeah, you can't make a promise not to fight, but you can at least promise to come back to each other and forgive another. We'll both cool off. Yeah, exactly. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said, that you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gaby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. But can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. Might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. It doesn't have any alcohol in it, though. Another thing, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It's April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple Of course. I put bubble gum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, that doesn't look good. I did have all the dildos in the house and I only found out she knew how to use a cute... And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in the salad latest. Said, sorry, like you... Wow. I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gaby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Clary's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. This Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course, how would she ever recover from me otherwise? Will we go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe it will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe, so... Oh, wow. Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion. Yeah, you don't even live in... You hardly live in a flat. Also... Oh, wait, what? Why was it forced to no signal channel? That's weird. I thought Anna was gonna come. Hey, did your dad stuff? Okay. So now just... catching up on stuff. My mom says, okay. Let's accept that one. My mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends... Wow. You... Just wow. Okay, so the mother chose friends over family. Well, there's gonna be a party here. Oh, Alma. Party. Small New Year's celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You only get cold for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. Introduce some of my friends. You would? Hooray! Happy ending as it slowly fades to white for some reason. I don't know why it's doing this so friggin' slowly, though. Finally! Okay, we finally reached the end. I don't know what ending I'm actually gonna get. Oh, way to plug your friggin' Twitter account. Oh, for all of you guys, okay. But anyways, finally, we completed Valhalla's main story. There's still a prologue chapter and I think a post-chapter, if I recall correctly. But can I actually skip this? No, I can't skip this. That is fan-freaking-tastic. So, how do I feel about this game? Well, I mean, the story was pretty great. The ending that I got was alright. I'm not sure if there's anything after this. But having the whole... Additional sound effects, freesound.org and soundsnap.com. Only the best. But yeah, it was great. The story was nice. All the smaller characters in it they all had their own personality to it. They didn't feel like they shouldn't be there at all. Alma I liked quite a bit. Some things should have been changed, like not having that many. We only had like 3 talking points, but even then, those business what? Okay, whatever. Everyone pre-ordered you right there. So I mean, yeah, it's not a bad game for a visual novel. It technically gives you a lot more choices than any other visual novel, since you can choose whether or not to actually serve the person the drink. And supposedly, if you don't give them the drink they asked for, you might get something different out of them. Not sure how true that is, but it's still interesting. Prologue version, okay. Oh, what else is in Game Maker Studio? You can get that for free easily. I mean, sure, you can pay $100 for the professional version, but still, if you get the basic version for free, it's still pretty good. And it's still going. I can't skip it, sorry. So I'll just cut it out. Did you have fun? I mean, yeah. I'm not sure why that's in blue, actually. Yep, boss got to meet a cat boomer. Oh, these are characters. Why did your boss hug you, though? She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. Wait, they're gonna sleep in the same bed? Because you only have the one bed, Jill. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Gracias, Peluche. I'm pretty sure Peluche is player. That's the only thing. I'm just assuming that. I only went through 2 years of Spanish, and I got a C in my second year, so I'm not all that fluent. Oh. Wait, what? Sunday, August 27th. What? How much time passed? We were just in December! I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, And now for something completely different. Gail, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But and you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Hasty Zero, and I think that's Anna. Look where the switches and valves are. But I already know, they're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about the control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Joe, stop calling me Armitage. Stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. I'll do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget, I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Gil. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Imuto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Imu who? Little sister. And just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, what? Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your... Oh, that is cool. So I'm gonna just save me. Oh, sweet, we got the heart. New Game Plus! Sweet! So, I hope you all enjoyed this. I don't know if I'll do the prologue, maybe if anyone asks for it, but other than that, Star Wars Republic Commandos is still on the list, and October 17th, I believe, is when South Park, the Fractured Butthole game comes out, so I will be covering that as much as I can as well. And I need to check the poll I placed again, if I can find it. But, hope you all have a good day. I'll see you all later, and please come again. Bye-bye!